Hi friends, in this video we will see the overview of purchase requisition and purchase order, like what's the T code to create a purchase requisition, what's the T code to create a purchase order, and what are the different like tabs or different areas available in purchase requisition and purchase order screen that we will see, and in details we will see later on. But right now we will see like a overview because it's required in RFQ concept, request for quotation, that we are going to discuss in next session. How our learning is, like we are learning like in real time project how E2E implementation project works. So step by step we are moving. First we have discussed like how to create an enterprise structure or organization structure, and before that also we have collect the uh, like requirement from the client ends. We just collect the requirement, we just prepared a blueprint preparation phase, we just prepared a KDS file, then we just configure, we have designed that, we have configured that enterprise structure or organization structure on that screen on our SAP environment. Then we just created a master data like material master record, vendor master record, and then purchase info record. Now we are going to discuss about the request for quotation. What's the request for quotation, what's the business requirement for request for quotation, we will discuss about that. But in that we just required a purchase requisition, and a purchase order is also required in source list concept. So right now I'm just giving a overview about that purchase requisition and purchase order, but later period of a time we will discuss that in depth, like 1 or 2 hour at least it will take in the configuration of each PR and PO, purchase requisition and purchase order. So right now we are just discussing like an overview. So let me open a notepad. Yeah. So T code to create a purchase requisition is ME51N. It's a ME51N, right? And it's an internal document. That's purchase requisition is an internal document. What's the meaning of internal document and external document? That simply means like we just using that purchase requisition for our internal reference. We are not sending that to any vendor or supplier. We just using, just like you are creating, like your mom is saying to you, just go in a market and just purchase these vegetables, and you just make a checklist of all these things. Just like that we are creating a purchase requisition. So it's also a material indent that we are going to create, and T code for that is ME51N. Purchase order is just like, this is a legal document and this is an external document, because we used to send that purchase order to vendor. Create PO is ME21N. This is a T code to create a purchase order, and this is an external document, and this is also legal document, like we have to send that purchase order to our vendor or supplier. Then only vendor and supplier just come with the goods. So this is also a legal document. So these T codes we are going to use for purchase requisition. To creating a purchase requisition we will use T code ME51N, and to create purchase order it's a ME21N. So let me take you to SAP screen. This is purchase requisition. We will just use T code ME51N. So this is a purchase requisition screen, and we just close this, and you can see here this is a create purchase order screen, and it have 4 areas. So this first is like a document overview on, header area, item overview area, and item detail. So by just clicking on that you can expand and collapse that. So right now it's collapsed. So if I just want to expand I will just click on that. If I want to collapse that I will just click on that again. So this is item overview, these are the fields in item overview, and we will discuss about these field on a later period of a time. but right now we are just seeing the overview. This is item detail, right? This is item detail. So these are four areas, and this is also document overview on. So with the help of that also, sometimes we used to create a purchase requisition. So from here, like from reference of my quotation, we used to create, sometimes from my purchase requisition also we used to create. So how we are going to create a purchase requisition from here? Simply uh, in header we just give the note like this material, handle that material properly, or this material is urgent or it's not urgent, whatever detail if we just want to mention here. SAP have given that header, so you can mention it here. In item overview we will mention our material. So this is my material mat 01. Quantity let me take, and whatever is mandatory data I'm only giving here. So mandatory data here is like material, quantity, unit of measurement, and plant, and storage location. So just check from here, this is icon here, just click on that check icon. Now it's asking for this field also, enter purchase group. So I will also mention this purchase group. So let me take from the list standard 1001 and check it. Just click on check, and this is a error. This sign is for error. Error we can't like overpass, but this yellow color sign is a for warning. Warning we can overpass, but error we have to resolve. Okay, so right now there's no need to resolve that because it's just like field that I didn't mention. I need to mention that. Now it's asking like a warning, can delivery date is meet, can delivery date be met, as it's on today's date is 8 January and delivery date also 8 January. So let me take anything after that and check it. So now you can see no message and save it. So it's created, you can see purchase requisition number document is there and it's created. So like that simply we can create a purchase requisition, right? So this is my purchase requisition number. If I want to create for multiple items, multiple line items, then also I can create. Let's suppose one material is mat 01. I want to create for this also. For mat 02 also I want to create. Like that I can create for multiple line item. So let me create only for 2 right now. Let me take 100 or 150 quantity, whatever I want to take. Unit of measurement, let me take here, or it will be copied from material master data. You will see like I am only giving these fields like material, quantity, and plant, and purchase group I will give. I will give only these 3 fields. You can see here material, quantity, and plant, and let me check it. So for this we didn't mention this plant, and purchase group is required. So this is mandatory data only, like material, quantity, and plant. Purchase group, if we didn't maintain that in at the time of creating of a material master record, that's the reason it's coming here. Otherwise if we have maintained there, it will also copy it from the material master record. So just see, once I will check, I only gave these details like material, quantity, and plant, and purchase group also. Remaining all data is just copied from material master record, this short text, this material group, and if we have maintained purchase group in material master records, that also it will be copied. Okay, all this data is copied. So that's also interview question, like what's the mandatory data and what used to be copied from material master record in purchase requisition. Like that I can also create for more line items. Okay, but I'm just creating for 2. So just check and save. So this is a warning that we can overpass. So like that we can create a purchase requisition. So this we created a purchase requisition. Right. Now, what's the T code to create a purchase order? T code is ME21N. So this is T code to create a purchase order. And here also you can see 4 areas: document overview on, same like purchase requisition, document overview on, header, item overview and item detail, right? So these 4 areas we will discuss on later period of a time, once we will see that end to end configuration, all these steps we will see at that time. We will see that. Right now let me create a PO simply. So let me take one of my supplier, whatever supplier I have. So let me take that. So let me take, what I can do, I can open a one more tab by just using T code MKVZ, where I can see list of my all supplier. And you can do one thing in KDS file, key data structure file, just maintain each and every data, like all your purchase info record, all your suppliers, all your material, just maintain it here, okay, in your KDS file. So these are my suppliers. Let me take these suppliers. And let me give in header, let me give these details like purchase organization. So I have this purchase organization, this purchase group I have, and company code. In item overview we will give this detail like material number and quantity, net price and plant, and remaining data will be copied from, currency is also required. So let me take USD here. And supplier. So supplier, let me give this one and check. So price must be greater than 0, it's asking. Enter supplier. So this is supplier I'm taking. Now it's fine. Okay. So check. Now it's just like a warning, right? So warnings we can ignore, and delivery date and price is different from the last PO. All these warning is coming. So just check, like net price is taken, effective price is 200 USD, and material price is 10 USD, that we have maintained in purchase info record, but here we just took 200 USD. So that's it's saying, okay. So that's a warning with that we can ignore. And you have seen, like I just given these details like material, quantity, net price and plant, and all the remaining data is just copied from that material master record and that vendor master record. So all data is copied from that master data. So now check and just save it. So we can also create for multiple line item. If we just want to create for multiple material number at a once, it's like you just gone to a shop, in a like grocery shop, and you want to purchase 3-4 product from same shop. So it's like that we can purchase now from the same supplier, we can purchase a multiple material. It's like that. So just check and save yes. So like that we can create PR and PO. So this is our PO number, right? So we can create PO and PR like that in the system. And later on we will see how we can configure this number range, document type, all these configuration how we can do. So we will see that in like next lectures we will see about all these things, but here we just discuss about the overview on that purchase order and purchase requisition. Hope it's clear to you. And if we just do a quick review what we have learned in this class, like to create a PR, T code is ME51N. To create a PO, T code is ME21N. And in PR there are four areas are there, like document overview on, header, item detail and item overview. Same in purchase order screen also. And whatever mandatory data is there in purchase requisition is like material and plant, and like plant, material and that purchase group, that's a mandatory data. And then we just click on check, all remaining data is just copied from material master record. Same in purchase order, the mandatory data is just like in header tab status, purchase org and purchase company code, all these data is required in org data. And then material quantity and net price and currency and plant is mandatory, otherwise all data is copied from either material master record or from vendor master record, that we have seen, right? So I hope it's clear to you.